What is the distance formula? Well, the distance formula says something like this. The distance between 2 points on the coordinate plane is the square root of y2 minus y1 squared plus x2 minus x1 squared. The book might have it the other way, x2 minus x1 squared. It doesn't matter. If you're adding them together, they're going to be that way. So let me take a look and find something here. We got a point here, point A, and a point up here, point B. And we want to know, if we put a segment in between these 2 points like this, what in the world is going to be the length of that segment? Because you can't just count the squares here, as you can see. So, well, I'm going to show you a little trick here. It's called creating a little triangle. Oh, there's the base of that triangle, and there's the height of that triangle. And how do you know what the height and the base are? Well, these are your y coordinates, okay? Let's take a look at the coordinates of x and y, or a and b rather. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is -4, comma, and 1. That's the x and the y coordinates of point A. Point B is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we're going to use the distance formula, we got to find out. Now remember that when we're talking about these coordinates, this is 8, okay? This is 1, okay? So that's where we got that coordinate from. And -4 is from this one. There's -4, and +4 is from this one. So in order to use the distance formula, we just plug in the numbers. Let me show you how that works. Square root y2 +8. So 8 minus y1, which is 1. Square that. Add 4 minus -4. Now the positives and negatives are very, very important here. So we have 8 minus 1 is 7 squared, plus 4 minus a -4, that's 4 plus 4. So that's 8 squared. Okay? So we'll get rid of all that excess. And let's go to the next one, which is square root of 49 plus 8 squared is 64. And 4, 10, and 113. So this is the square root of 113. 4, yep. So, once again, take out our calculator. And 113 square root. 10.63, approximately 10.63. And so our answer would be approximately 10.63. So that's how long the segment is going from A to B. And that's how you find it. It's pretty simple. Let's try one more, shall we? All right, let's see. If we put a point here, point D, and a point here, point E. So we draw the segment between those two. We say, what are the coordinates of D? D is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -5. So that works out kind of cool. And E is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, comma, and 2. So those are this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Using the distance formula, the distance is the square root of y2 minus y1 squared plus x2 minus x1 squared. And that is equal to the square root of 2 minus a negative 5 squared plus 7 minus a negative 5 squared equals the square root of 2 minus negative 5 is 2 plus 5, which is 7 squared, plus 7 minus a negative 5 is 7 plus 5, which is 12 squared. And that equals the square root of 49 plus 144, which equals the square root of 193, I believe. Using my calculator, I can find the square root of 193 and square root 13.89. So it's approximately 13.89. I'm using the squiggly units here because, or squiggly equal sign, because I had to round it off. You look at my answer. You want me to write all those decimals? No, I don't want you to write all those decimals either. So remember, the way we found this is we just created a right triangle like this, and we found out the length of the base, which is B, and the length of the height, which is A, and we used that to find out what C was equal to. Because remember, C is equal to square root of A squared plus B squared. And A is y2 minus y1, B is x2 minus x1. Okay? So that's all. That's how you do that. Thanks.